injection marks, torn private parts, and even a mysterious white
Perfect.
substance. Surprising. What? Oh, so scary made my camera turn off. And on top of it all, wait, what? Surprisingly, nobody bothered to test that substance. Test the goddamn substance, bro. It's probably, bro, it's white, sticky substance residue on a freaking kid. You don't have to test it for the fact that we probably can guess what it is, sadly. But you should still test it, though. Like, what? And on top of it all, the reproductive organs were inexplicably removed during the autopsy. Now, let's meet the key characters in this horrifying tale. Olenka's biological father, Andrei Bobrsky, was living in France when he got wind of the news. Naturally, he was absolutely horrified. On the other side of the coin, his stepfather, Peter Krumbach. Brother, I cannot imagine. On a freaking Sunday afternoon, I don't know, you're making grits and eggs or something for breakfast. What are they in French? Crepes? They're making crepes and freaking croissants. And then get the call, it's like, oh, it's your daughter.
Okay, it should be working, right? Sorry. I was looking at interesting. That's good, Alice. I'm good. I'm sorry about that. My MacBook does a lot. And Paul, sorry about that because Dumbo is telling the others. I'm guessing because the live stream is still in process. Also, I don't know why it says 0 views, which is weird. Oh yeah, that's right. From what I think Joseph told me. And hello, Greg. Sorry about that. I was watching a video about parents who took revenge on child molesters while I was waiting. It's really interesting. And I just think for people that go to jail, man, I mean, I defended myself what Casey did, and I didn't went to jail. So it's really interesting. But yeah, it was really heavy to watch. But besides that, I do want to continue off with the SpongeBob. I know it's gonna take a little while for the others. Wait, what countries was this? Hello, Jimmy. So let's see, South America, somewhere in the Atlantic, Europe, the Middle East, China. Hello, Devin. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode. Sponsor was just watching football. Hello, Violet. Oh, that's a good episode. The fried cookings. Hello, Jackson. Hello, Solar. You love all these episodes? Me too, Alice. Oh, I get it. I get it now. Yeah, I get it. I get it because Middle Easterns are really homophobic, right? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised in the slightest because they're so strict. Because even though SpongeBob and Patrick are not gay, they're not. Because okay, SpongeBob, he's a spade, similar to me. Patrick, he's straight as a ruler because he likes girls. I know he does. Especially from the sponsor movie. It's quite obvious. And let's see. Oh, Peter Iceberg? I'll watch that later. Oh, there's a SpongeBob iceberg? And the thing is, okay, I get it. I really do. Because they're holding hands. And, okay, that's not the only thing. In the Middle East, you can do that. It's just that they're both shirtless and then they're in their underwear. And the way that they're doing it, they're presenting themselves, it looks gay. They're not, right? I get why the Middle East basically banned those episodes. I could see. Ooh, most popular items in Smash Ultimate. I'll watch that later. Nice. Um, really good list so far. So that makes total sense. Alice, it's confirmed by Hillenberg before he died. Yep, he's a spade. He is. Oh, the episode when SpongeBob and Patrick adopted that clown. Where is this band?
Believe it or not, this isn't the only time SpongeBob and Patrick's relationship has caused controversy on the show. Like in the episode Rock Bye Bye Valve, the pair stumbled upon an abandoned baby clam, and they decided to raise it as their own child. But now they've got to decide who's the mom and who's the dad.
Can be the mom, Patrick, because you never wear a shirt.
Well, I was a mom. This would be kind of shirt.
Even in so-called non-conservative countries, back in 2001, this raised eyebrows. I think that was the term that was used. It certainly wasn't banned or pulled, but there were a few complaints across the USA. Like the Fry Cook Games episode, it's the Middle East really did not like this one.
Yeah, I can see why. I can see why.
The mixing of gender roles is a clear no-no, and as a result, the episode got pulled. The fear of overexposing kids to homosexuality is a large portion of most of the episode bans/edits. But it's not only SpongeBob and Patrick who have caused episodes edited. So is Mr. Krabs. Most of us, when we think this day, might think of something like this.
What did you say? Big
Meaty claws!
These claws ain't for just attracted mates.
But in season 10's Burst Your Bubble, we saw a whole new side to the crab.
Oh, hey there, boyo. Lovely day for both was.
Who wears short shorts? Mr. Krabs, apparently. It's only meant to be a bit of fun. I guess the joke sort of is that this ultra manly ex-sailor dude is now wearing some wet hot pants and rubbing his big crab back all over his boat. But a couple of countries failed to see the funny side of that. In both the Iran and Korean versions of the episode, we don't fully.
Wait, South Korea? It's the episode when Mr. Krabs, he's wearing those shorts, right? I haven't seen that episode. That was banned in South Korea?
Wide shot when Mr. Krabs gets busy. The episode cuts to SpongeBob staring at something.
Oh, you did think that's wonderful. Hello, Camo Brian. Yeah, me too. I love Mr. Krabs. He's my favorite so far, Alice.
But let's take a look at an episode. We got censored due to some dialogue. The episode in question this time is Gary Takes a Bath from season 2. And as the title suggests, SpongeBob is really trying to get Gary clean.
Gary, there's a bomb strapped to my chest. It's gonna explode in 3 seconds unless you take a bath.
I get it.
Please.
No matter what he does, his pet snail just won't get the tub. But SpongeBob has an idea. He realizes that Gary's a big fan of pirate adventures, so sets up an adventure of his own.
Hello, son. Hello, Isabella.
Pirate treasure map, revealing the location of buried pirate treasure in this very house. Come on, boys, let's go get that treasure.
Yeah, we got 2 hours.
The buried treasure just happens to be hidden in the bathroom, and more specifically the tub. But it's this moment coming up that got the show into some pretty hot water.
Why, no, Gary, this isn't the bathtub. It's treasure. Look, the balloons.
Because SpongeBob basically made a joke about dropping the soap, and we all know what happens when you do that. Or when I was a kid, I didn't know what the frick that meant. But obviously, the adults controlling what to show on TV in other countries did. Australia and New Zealand banned this episode before it could air, but did eventually lift the ban 8 whole years later because I guess they found sense of humor or something. I don't know. Pretty strange joke for a kid's show, but then again, so is going on a pansy break. Which is exactly what happens in the next episode on our list, Midlife Crustacean. And it's one of the more famous times in that where Mr. Krabs is finally starting to feel his age and becomes having a midlife crisis.
What was that thinking?
Oh, I get. Wait, what the hell is that? Sorry, everyone. Am I seeing things? Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's from the muffin. Okay. Yeah, dropping the soap, right? Because it's considered inappropriate. You know, like in jail when you get raped, it actually makes sense. I'm surprised Australians back then didn't like it like us Americans did. That's interesting.
Don't worry, Pops. We're almost across the street.
He tries to do more and more youthful things to compensate for his age, but it just leaves him playing more.
Are you
and more
feeling
out
now,
of it.
Mr. Krabs?
I thought I joined you kids.
That's okay. You can keep it. Why do all people like that to ruin the fun?
Unlucky Eugene. Time comes to us all, but he has one last hope, I guess you could say, of reliving his youth. And that comes in the form of a party. You hear SpongeBob and Patrick talking about.
We're young. We got wheels. The world is our oyster. But you got something on your shoulder. Hey, boys. Hanging out?
He convinced
Oh my-
him to join in for the fun, but the fun isn't exactly what he thought it'd be. And sure, he ends up feeling younger, but at what cost?
I don't think Mr. Krabs wanted to feel like a toddler. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
He absolutely loses it to SpongeBob and Patrick because obviously they've made him feel stupid. The boys lure him in one last time, and Patrick mentions a
Panty raid. Guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
what? And this is where a lot of countries take issue. Having a panty raid scene in a kids' TV show pretty close to the edge, and it was clearly too far for most of the world. The scene was completely cut in the Middle East with Saudi Arabian kids channel NBC3 showing a heavily edited version of the episode. Same goes for Asia 2 with Taiwan's Yo-Yo TV, which did the exact same thing. The episode has also been completely banned in Indonesia, first having an edited version airing. But
Paul, this episode was banned in your country when Mr. Krabs went with SpongeBob and Patrick to his mother's house just to basically grab her panties. That was banned. And hello, Zoda and Emma, Michael, Reggie, and Ben. And so Aiden dropping the soap means you bend and your butt is more exposed. And that will mean that your cellmate, the one that's dominant, would rape you. That's what just dropping the soap means. And Paul, yeah, it was banned in your country.
they just banned it altogether. In countries like the U.S., parts of Europe, South America, and Australia, the episode isn't banned, but it might as well be. It's completely off limits for being shown on reruns, and in most of the countries I've just listed, it's been pulled from streaming services. I also don't know if it was made worse by the person they're raping.
I got an ad. That's interesting. I know that. I mean, it's stupid, but I don't see anything. Like for me, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just a dumb episode. Big whoop, my opinion. So this episode, right?
Taiwan's Yo-Yo TV, which did the exact same thing. The episode has also been completely banned in Indonesia, first having an edited version airing, but since 2018, they've just...
Hoopla! I love that one too, Mason. And hello. So yeah.
Gene, mother, what are you doing with the bloomers?
Yeah, his own mother.
As much as this is pretty weird, it's still all done for laughs, which is far more than can be said with the episode.
Oh boy, this is god. I remember this episode. Richard. Also, I hope Darren's okay because I haven't heard from him lately. Do all of you remember this episode? Oh crap. Ad. Okay, you'll hear it.
Now, SpongeBob's a pretty happy guy, right? Like sometimes to the point of total exhaustion.
And what could be better than serving up smiles?
Being dead already hang out.
And as you can see, Squidward isn't. He may be grumpy, but apart from the usual spongy shenanigans, he's pretty happy with his life. Well, that changes in season 8 when he realizes he has no happy memories whatsoever.
I guess I don't have the happiest memory. Oh well.
A sudden realization that he's actually super sad hits Squidward hard, and he falls into a super depressed state. He takes time off work, he doesn't leave the house, and no one's heard from him in over 2 weeks. But when we see him, you'll soon realize why some countries didn't enjoy the theme of this episode.
I just can't seem to get happy. No, that didn't help.
Yeah, that's as bad as it looks. A thinly veiled suicide joke. It was allowed to slide for a lot of the globe, but most of Asia had that scene removed. But oddly enough, in the actual edited version, SpongeBob still asks why he can smell burnt brownies, so they didn't do all that good of a job editing that out. If you didn't think that was on the nose enough, they managed to deliver another suicide joke like a minute later.
I can't seem to get happy.
Crazy! Let's just stop it right there. A clearly depressed Squidward a school and some rope into the frame before standing on it and tossing the rope to the ceiling. What the? It's a good thing there's a few more seconds to play.
Maybe this will help.
Yeah, it's not even like a silly mistake or anything. They 100% knew what they were doing there. Surprisingly, this was allowed to fly in USA, Australia, New Zealand, the Middle East, and South America, but Russia, Indonesia, and South Korea have removed the start of the
So, Michael, Richard, both of you have not seen that episode, right? And welcome back, Dumbo. You haven't missed much. We're just talking about Dumbo. You remember the episode when I see this once when Squidward wants to die by suicide? I can relate to this, so it doesn't affect me.
Crazy! Let's just stop it right there. A clearly depressed Squidward brings a stool and some rope into the frame before standing on it and tossing the rope to the ceiling. What the? It's a good thing there's a few more seconds to play. Maybe this will help. It's not even like a silly mistake or anything. They 100% knew what they were doing there. Surprisingly, this was allowed to fly in the USA, Australia, New Zealand, the Middle East, and South America, but Russia, Indonesia, and South Korea have removed the start of it.
So you seen it, Alice? Yeah, because you're Ukrainian, huh? Yeah, it didn't make me cry, but man, it was heartbreaking. So Paul, yeah, we aired that episode. That makes sense why you haven't seen it, because it was banned in your country. It was season 8, Isabella. I forgot what number it was, though. But yes, it's when Squidward wants to die by suicide. And it is depressing, isn't it, Jerry? I know that you and I can relate. And tell me about Emma. There's a lot of them. We got 2 hours left. And hello, you two. And Liam and Mark. And your favorite character is Squidward, Mark? Huh? Really? My favorite character is Mr. Krabs. I haven't said that loud enough.
And just let him the clowning Squidward. We're not done yet, Mr. Tentacles, though. In fact, he's the star list. But, one at a time. The Mandela effect has swept the internet in the last half decade. The idea of thinking a thing is one certain way all your life, but then realizing you made it all up and it's been this different thing the entire time. A famous one being in Star Wars where Darth Vader says, "No, I am your father," or something like that. But most people think he says, "Luke, I am your father." Well, this next episode of SpongeBob started igniting the internet because pretty much everyone remembered a scene that's not in it. The episode in question is called Just One Bite, and it centers around Squidward's new obsession, Krabby Patties. I gotta have more. I gotta have more. So yeah, Squid now loves Krabby Patties, but because he's liked SpongeBob for so
He does,
long,
Greg? That's awesome.
you can't just outright go and buy one or have a fake one. So instead, he sneaks into the Krusty K in the middle of the night to get some, and this is the scene people misremember. So tell me, is this what you think normally happens if you've watched this episode before? Here's a snippet from the episode as it'll air today.
There it is.
Anyone think that felt a bit empty? Well, that's because the episode originally had this scene in.
Hey, this isn't water. This is gas.
This scene was included in the episode for like a month or two, and during a few reruns as well, which is why a few people, myself included, remember the scene. But after some serious backlash, Nickelodeon pulled the scene from the episode in the USA, and literally every other country followed suit. In fact, the only countries not to change this episode are Canada, South Korea, Serbia, and Bulgaria.
So Greg, you saw that episode when Squidward got exploded? All of you haven't seen it, right? I haven't seen it either. Well, I did a little while ago when it's on YouTube. Let me share a break quick. This is what happened. Oh, Alice, I think it was awesome. The first one. That was banned, but except for where Greg is from. Well, you Canadians do not mind. Well, I'm impressed.
This wasn't a Mandela effect after all. We were right all along. As famous as this episode has gotten over the last 3 years,
Hello, Rest.
it pales in comparison to the subject of the next episode we'll be covering, Red Mist Squidward. The actual name of the episode is SpongeBob and Random Land, where SpongeBob and Squidward are tasked with delivering.
Oh no! Oh, I love that episode. Do all of you remember? Okay, if you remember Random Land, type a question mark. The episode when it's the creepy pasta. Oh crap! I love that episode. Oh, I haven't seen that episode in a long time. If we're just basically just looking up or listening to sponsor episodes that got banned globally. And Richard, the reason why they banned that episode is because it would encourage children to spread fires, you know, lighting up fires inside. That's why they banned it. Yeah, you remember the episode that they were banned with crappy punishment? Yeah, that was the one. And Zelda, my favorite, it would have to be the Graveyard Shift and then the Crush You Love that I mentioned. 3 question marks. 4 question marks. So all of you remembered. I'm impressed. 5 question marks. Okay.
Someone who lives in a land that is random.
Well, here we are in random
And the place is as crazy as you can imagine. Think of the old stuff episode Rock Bottom, but on steroids. During one of these fever dream-like sequences, Squidward has to try and find the right door to lead them to the Hungry Country. When he opens one of the doors, it reveals something a lot darker. By the way, jump scare warning. That terrifying thing right there is Red Mist Squidward. Well, a nod to it, anyway. Back in the day, around the same time Slenderman was a big deal.
Slenderman. Good to know. Wait, so is that what the Squidward creepypasta came from? Because it was so popular to edit in that episode, so I kind of understand. I don't know where that, my brother, he kept telling me about it. I'm thinking, like, where did I get that name from?
Violent and suicidal, thanks to SpongeBob and Patrick. So, kind of like the last episode they talked about. I mean, of course, this was obviously nothing more than a myth and nothing to do with the actual show, but considering just how graphic some of the material around Red Mist Squidward is, it's actually
a lot of question marks. So, Dumbo, you seen it?
Don't get me wrong, the fans love.
I love those question marks.
Awesome. But as soon as Nickelodeon and other cable companies from around the world realized what the writers were referencing, oh yeah, they pulled the plug on that for instantaneously. Till it was purged altogether. But what the animators replaced it with was maybe even worse. And that's the way the episode now looks everywhere in the world. Kind of crazy how something so stupid that was written by someone trying to scare kids has become a literal canon now. It's only natural that a show as wild as SpongeBob is going to be edited here and there. But honestly, I didn't expect it to be that censored. But I guess the question you're all wanting me to answer now is, which region had the strictest of censors?
Definitely the Middle East. I think I saw that. So that episode aired in 2019. I think I've seen it on air, the creepy pasta one. But now Squidward's a baby. That's creepy, in my opinion. It's a jump scare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 question marks. God, I love those question marks. Anyway, so Alice Slenderman, if I recall, it is supposed to be this giant mythical creature that people believe in that kills children. That doesn't have a face. He's like, it's like he's Bigfoot or something, but he's a human and he lives in the woods. And Lucas, you remember that episode? And Violet, I forgot what episode or season I was in, but it aired in 2019. But they later changed it to the baby one, which I think is weird. Is that the episode was good? Yep, Camo, that's correct. Where he has the demonic eyes. You know what? I'll show it very quick. Since Camo asked. They should have left it in there. Because the baby one is more creepy, in my opinion. There's a Slenderman game incident. Knew that. I never played it. But yeah, that's what the episode, they removed it. I think I did, so I know I did. And I also got to use the bathroom, but I'm too late to get out. It scared you, Joseph? Because I mean, I know the audio was a bit low, so I hope it didn't panic anyone too much. Because my Switch normally doesn't have loud noise or loud volume. That's a good video, though. I gotta give him credit. Speaker beats, speaker beats, speaker beats, speaker beats. I found another good video. So this is the most popular items in Smash Ultimate. I got to see this. Smoke ball being the lowest. Yeah, the smoke ball isn't that good. I don't care the spoilers. The idea of turning on fake Smash Ball into real one's hilarious, ridiculous. That's true. Yeah, I like this fake Smash Ball too. Yeah, gave you goosebumps, Jerry? Yeah, it was a good episode. And Paul, it's my pleasure. Oh, you got a new background? I'm gonna show all of you this channel. I like his icon. It's so cute. I don't know what that is though. Since I know a handful of you miss Smash Brothers, right? It's a good channel. He was the one that basically rated. Okay, let's see. We got a little less than 2 hours. His name is PK Beats. He rated every Smash Ultimate soundtrack. I can't imagine doing that. That would be too much for me. And I'm pretty picky. I got rid of these ads though.
Not too long ago, I finished going over tips and trivia for every single item in the game. And as a follow-up, I asked my audience to rank all 82 toggleable items based
82? I don't remember being that many. 82 items? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 82 items. There is that many?
how much they use them, or just generally how much they like them. A little popularity contest. And that form ended up getting almost 5,000 submissions. So we're here to go over the results, seeing what the general consensus is on which items are cool. And which
more question marks.
For reference, 1 star was for items you just never have on, 2 stars for the extremely situational ones, 3 stars for the ones that were enjoyable that you would occasionally use, 4 stars for the staples that you'd almost always use, and 5 stars were for the best of the best peak fiction. Granted, based on how the system works, most of these scores average out to the 2.5 to 3.5 range, so I'll be organizing the tiers into these categories.
So it's like a tier list, but it's different.
Score was a 4.
I like this better.
Really
the rating tier list.
S tiers for items lower than this down to 3.5. Then we start condensing things a bit, with A tier going down to 3.25, B tier going
Hey, Bronny!
And we keep doing that.
Perfect timing.
E tier, which is anything between a 2 and a 2.49. This is the organization that best splits up the items based on what the scores were and includes everything. Well,
no F?
One item in F tier. Yeah, the least popular item in the game and the only one whose average score was below a 2 by quite a bit is none other than the smoke ball with a 1.58. I suppose I should mention this here now, but the vast majority of people who participated in my poll either watched my whole item trivia series or most of it, meaning any way I represented an item could bias the results like that. By the way, if you're watching this while not having seen that series, I've got the supercut uploaded already, so you can go check that out. Though I'll also say that quite a few of the rankings are so far removed from my own that I'm not really too worried about bias. And even before my series, I think people just did not.
We're doing fine. We got 2 newcomers today.
Interesting gameplay-wise, as you can't really attack with it, and the obstruction affects all parties.
Shelby Hunt, the Smash Ball, and the Sis Trophy, and the Master Pokeball, but mostly the Smash Ball. But yeah, credits to PK Beats.
These are meant for hype moments of aura, not item that blinds you for a day, so it was never going to work out. Does it deserve to be alone in F tier though? I'd personally say no, but I think it being in last place is fair. So let's move into E tier. In this range, we've got 6 items. The second worst item is the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom.
That item sucks!
As much as I love...
Oh, I like the little eye one! That's a jibby, the little leg thing. The eye? He made it on the E?
It's at best pretty useless if the opponent can adapt to the reverse controls, and at worst it's just...
The Fire Flower sucks.
The next 2 are kind of interesting.
I'm sorry, I don't like the item that much.
Flower is, I guess, a bit bland, but like it's in my item pack series, there is some combo potential with it. Maybe people just think the fire is really unsatisfying.
I don't use it. I'm not a fan of it.
It's just boring. This probably shouldn't be lower than certain other items, in my opinion, but it does at least make some sense being low. But the Killer Eye, on the other hand, is really strange.
I kind of like it. I like it though.
There's potential tech with how you place it. It shoots out a decent projectile, can be used to extend hit stun by attacking the item itself. Maybe not the most riveting, sure, but really, 4th from the bottom, this seems kind of brutal, but maybe it just gets overlooked a lot. So it's not that it's hated, but just unloved. And the rest of this tier just goes to a few healing items. I really like that the Healing Sprout and the Healing Field have basically the same ranking. The field being slightly better does check out, but yeah, in general, it makes sense that people don't love healing items. You know, this is a game where you murder people, not get healthy. If I wanted to get healthy, I would go to TikTok so people can tell me that I'm going to die if I eat fruits. So I do find it interesting that a lot of the other healing items are notably higher than these, but we'll get to those later. So that's E tier. A few of these placements make me raise an eyebrow, but it still makes sense that these aren't super popular. The next tier has 8 total items, being a smorgasbord of lame and annoying mechanics. Now, I am surprised to see the superstar as low as this. While invincibility can kind of suck to deal with sometimes, in a more chaotic item setting, it leads to some pretty funny stuff too. So I personally have it at least a little bit higher, but I guess I can see how the mechanic is one people don't enjoy. And the special flag is frankly higher than I would have anticipated. Maybe the way people scramble to get it can be a fun little mini game in and of itself, but to me, I think this goes.
Sorry, did I? I'm not sure if all of you heard that. I made like a little echo, right? I'm sorry. I like doing that. It's a bad habit of mine. The honeycomb? You like the honeycomb, Alex? Really? I think it's okay. Actually, the honeycomb is not that bad because it does sting you for a bit. So I see why you do like that. I'm surprised that he puts the Starman in a D tier. I love the Starman. The Sandbag's a D tier? Why is it so low? The way it makes it blushes, it closes his eyes, it makes it a little cute. It the other like the Pablo, the boring, they kind of suck. But the Sandbag and a Starman? I'm surprised the Starman is the worst. The S flag. I guess that's I think I'll put it a C, not a D, because you can use that in stock matches. It comes in handy. But if it's time well, yet again though, maybe a B tier because you can easily earn points. Yeah, you heard the Uncle Joseph. I'm sorry, I had to do that. I had to sync it really well just for that to work. What do you think about the Nintendo Direct? Oh, Liam, it was. I gotta say, okay, at first it was really great, but after knowing more about like the Virtual Boy, there's something on that simulator game. It was a little disappointing, if that actually makes sense. And you like the Starman, Jackson? Yeah, me too. I like the noise it makes. I don't know why the star is low. Let me rewind it. I'm sorry, that echo. I'm sorry. It was fun doing that. I think it made my room louder. Hey, a little hack. If you want to basically, I think that's why it's called like a microphone. The microphone effect. That's how you get people's attention, huh? I guess I did like a little cool hack. If you play a TV within your phone and it copies, it works. Huh? Like that Simpsons episode when Bart does that testing. Sorry. Huh? That's kind of cool doing that. Anyway,
Higher than I would have anticipated. Maybe the way I personally have it at least a little bit higher, but I guess I can see how the mechanic is one people don't enjoy. And the special flag is frankly higher than I would have anticipated. Maybe the way people scramble to get it can be a fun little mini game in and of itself, but to me, I think this goes close to F tier with the smoke ball. I just do not like what this does at all. I preferred it when people scrambled to reach a CD that falls, since then you could actually like unlock a song.
I
Without any
agree.
permanent reward, the mass hysteria drop loses its punchline. Now, the next two, I'm actually very shocked with. The sandbag literally just
You don't
gives
like the
you.
Nintendo Direct either, Alice? So you seen it too? Yeah. And I don't know why they did the virtual boy thing. I have no idea. Because they're not gonna sell well. And okay, so what this guy said, right? The reason why he didn't like the smoke bomb, and I agree with him, is meaningless. No, it's cool that it has smoke, but the thing is, since you could just attack each other, you know how when they fly, there's like little smoke. I do love that effect. It's really cute because the other games didn't have that. The thing is, okay, if we had those CDs or unlockables, it would make the game much funner, especially for someone like me that can't afford the online version. Um, I do not know why that wasn't a thing because we had to pay for the DLC, and I think that's ridiculous. And which I don't feel dumb, honestly. These are just at the bottom of the tier list. And you don't like the small bomb either, son? Oh, sucks you had to censor that word. Hold on, I wanna echo again. I'm sorry, I love doing it. Hold on. If I can. Without any permanent reward, the mass hysteria drop loses its punchline. Now, the next two, I'm actually very shocked with. The sandbag literally just gives you more items. It almost feels like it would have gone higher just on its recognizability alone.
Like I get that.
Like, I get that it doesn't really do much directly.
But having an extra thing to attack and drop stuff is not that much worse than some of the other items. Like you're telling me this fella is a bottom 10 item.
So I can't. Hold on.
What doesn't have an argument is Glass Box being in D tier. Dude, this is literally just a huge explosive. And explosives are awesome. Not to spoil things.
Me too, Mark.
Basically,
Me
every
too.
explosive item in the game is way higher up than this. I actually kind of wish I included an optional written section for each item to hear people's explanations, because this one just straight up baffles me.
You remember that, Amelia?
Anti-Glass Box squad that trolled my forums, or they're putting something in the water. Also, shout out to this three-way tie. These are all relatively boring items in practice.
They are.
Even if there's more potential for neat things to happen, none of them are ever ones that I care to turn on, so yeah, that works. Now, C tier holds a whopping 17 items. These bunch are the ones that...
The heart container? What?
So
the little kid air horn? The Maximum Tomato?
A lot of these spots are kind of expected, just for items that function, but aren't...
The curry? I understand.
A few fun comparisons. For example, the cuckoo being up here with the beehive being notably lower. In my eyes, these two function about the same. And if anything, the beehive is actually less annoying, given how easy it is to pull off some deep tech with it, which I did showcase in my series. No idea what people are seeing in the cuckoo instead. This one just kind of feels backwards to me. The Gus Fellows being here is fair, but I'm almost surprised it's not lower for most people. In my mind, a lot of folk are just going to pick this up, hold down the A button, and not let anyone else play the game.
That's true.
I'd say it's more frustrating than anything else. But either people don't actually do this in practice, or they get too much of a dopamine hit from being the one using it, that it sort of saves it a tier or two. Also, it's funny how the heart container and the food ended up being so close, yet the Maximum Tomato had a notably higher score. No clue what it would be about it that gives it that many extra points. Is it because it's a Kirby item, or is it because healing 50% is more reasonable than 100%, or the scraps that food gives you? Either way,
the heart container were being asked for me.
Close together does make sense, but it still doesn't really explain why they're this much higher than the other three. Perhaps it's just their ease of use. You know, the healing sprout and field stick around for a lot longer, and the fairy bottle only works if you're at 100%. So they can stay in play for more time than you'd like. Actually, You know what? That explanation does make a lot of sense. Yeah, okay, I'm down with this. Also, Boss Gallagher and the Beetle being so close is also really funny, given how functionally similar they are, and I agree with the Beetle being slightly better. Then the rest are just like, kind of whatever. I'd almost say the back shield should be lower on the list, and the rocket belt would definitely earn a spot in the higher tiers if the Piss on Cancel glitch was still present, but yeah. Now,
B.
tier is the fattest tier of them all, being filled out by these 20. It was reasonable.
Mr. Saturn! What?
So these are the
Mr. Saturn's a B? It is cute, but
we've got two explosives right at the bottom of this tier. I guess the bomber's functionality is a bit more simple, just holding it up and blowing it up. But I really like the Hokatate bomb with its rise and falling action. And given how much I overused the gag of it landing before it cut, I'm also surprised.
it's one of your favorites too, Daniel?
Wait, but maybe that's why it's lower. Dang it. Frankly, I wonder if the bomb two deserves to be at the higher end of this tier if these two are lower, but I do still like it.
It's yeah, that's awesome that you both like it though. Yeah, you didn't like it that much, Violet? So let me put on pause. This is a good video. So the beam sword is a B, the decoy, aka the fake smash ball, is a B. How put it an S? Are you kidding me? It made me laugh. That a handful of you have seen the cute soccer ball. That's an S. It's really powerful. I play that game a lot, so I know what I'm talking about. The bumper is a B. Why would it be a B though? Because the thing is, the bumper, all it does, depending on the ratio that you play on your matches, right? I think yeah, if it works, the higher the ratio, the more impact that you would get bump off the stage. So if it's a 1.2, which is a tad above average, you get knocked out like this. But if it's like a 2, you get knocked out really easily. I'll put that a D though. I'm not a fan of the bumper. Though, like the little 3 items, not the Kirby one, but the other one that you use like as a gun, like that from that match that I shown. I do agree with you a B because you got to collect all the parts. The dev scythe, a B would be fair. The metal box, definitely. And I forgot the name of that weapon. The lightning bolt, definitely B. Poison shroom, I'm not a fan of it. That would be, I don't like the poison shroom that much. A D. Bomb, that would be an A. The little cute raccoon leaf, that would be for Mob Artist 3. That would be an A. The Pikmin rocket, that would be a B. And then wherever the heck that red ray gun is, that's fine where it's at. Yeah, the bumper's a B, Jerry. A little high. This is still a great video though. It's his opinion. I'm just shocked because people like that item. You know, you think that was an A2, Alice? For the little leaf. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Jackson. You love the bumper one, Paul? Really?
Two of the ones I occasionally turn off. Hokatate bomb, though, that's some good stuff. It should be higher. The fake smash ball, though higher in this tier, is still lower than I would have imagined. Maybe people just don't like Jakes or Whimsy.
I like the fake smash ball.
Like it's not super often I actually get fooled by it, but having a powerful explosive that moves around is still.
The reason why I like it so much is because before it shatters and it explodes or annihilates, they go in slow motion. I'm sorry, I love that. It makes the game more fun that way because it adds. We got an hour and a half left. It gives it an extra effect. That's why I find it really, really fascinating. I will give that an S or yeah, no, I'll get an S.
I can definitely see people getting tricked by its soccer ball form in the heat of battle. Am I the weird one for thinking explosives are so fun? I don't know.
No.
Also, the poison mushroom and lightning being right next to each other kind of fits. I guess people are more of a fan of size change debuffs than
True.
kinds of nerfs we've seen in the lower tiers. Which, yeah, fair enough. And guys, look at how high up the banana peel is. I'm honestly very torn about it.
I forgot about the banana peel. Is that B?
It's a very mid item. It doesn't do much, but it also doesn't really get in the way, and it can be funny. But
True.
In context, that puts this item above 42 other items, being in the top half of the whole list. I get that popularity will take into account more than just functionality, so it's either because Diddy Kong used
the little urgent thing, he put that in C tier?
item in his own toolkit, or because it's just inherently goofy as hell, or maybe both. But man, thinking about this item being so much higher than something like the glass box or the sandbag just gives me a slight hint of cognitive dissonance. Like I like the banana peel, but really that much higher than these guys? Whatever, so it goes. Actually, it's kind of a similar build as the Mr. Saturn, which I almost anticipated being higher up, especially since they can actually break shields too. But yeah, the goofy items being in the middle does check out in concept. You get some people judging them harshly for being weak. Then
I forgot it breaks. No wonder he put that a B. It breaks shields. I didn't knew that. Oh, that's pretty broken. Yeah, the Saturn. I like how it's called a Saturn. Yeah, I agree with that list. Absolutely.
judging them extra positively for being silly, it balances out, which we can actually see echoed by the vote distribution. It's much more even
Right, Grand?
for these two items than it was for other items. For other things,
You love the banana peel camel? And Dumbo, yes. Oh, my favorite.
Personality was going to resonate with a lot more people, like other items higher up. It has the potential to be complex with some skill expression.
You love the center one, Emma?
Fun where it creates a chain reaction with all the other characters, items, and whatnot. Very simple execution, crazy output. Actually, maybe being dead center is actually perfect for it. Now that I start thinking about it. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That works then. Cool. Also, the bumper being here is not one I agree with. Personally, I love this item and think it deserves to be higher up. Obviously, people can use it in a way that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
But I just think being knocked around is funny and allows for some cool, crazy, unique combos or interactions. And for the green shell, I almost figured the cool tech I'd gone over in my item series would have given it a boost in popularity. But
Just talk about swinging purpose about you love just talk about too, Paul. See the emoji.
Lastly, for this section, the beam sword being at the very top and just shy of A tier is so bizarre to me. Sure, it's as box standard as battering items get, but is it really that much better than the death scythe or all the other battering items in the lower tier?
Kinda. It is a good weapon. I do like the noise of it.
They're all kind of the same level of neat, but a little lame. Of course, it's all based on how they rank relative to each other. I think I would personally have them all in the same tier, but still. Talking about a lot of things I'm not covering.
Right, Rich, I don't blame you. It's not that difficult though. It's much more easier than Odyssey to learn.
There are a few things here that would be interesting to look at in comparison to their counterparts, which is actually coming up. So A tier is where we start getting into the more popular items, and contains 14 of them to be exact. Looking at this list is where the dopamine starts activating in my withering.
The Deku Nut? The Deku Nut is an A?
Interesting to see the dragon parts here, even though they
That little gooey bomb? I'm not a fan of that one.
They differ with how their big attack works, but in my eyes, they're truly.
And that weird bomb?
The whole tier's worth of discrepancy is fascinating.
I got an ad. Weird. I got two ads at the same time. Okay, I gotta wait for these ads. Weird. I got an ad within an ad at the same time. So why would the GUI? I'm gonna use the platform in a minute. Why does the GUI be an A? That item sucks. The Franklin badge? I think that should be a B though, because well, there are some fighters that do not have projectiles. So you're not able to use it that much. And I'm surprised that he put the hammers in the same category. The hammer, the original, would be an A. Well, for the golden, you know what? Screw that. The golden hammer, Danielle, will be the double S rank. The hammer will be an S. I'll keep them separate. And then the Deku Nut, though? The Deku Nut, I forgot that was an item. I hate that item. Well, I kind of do. It would be a D for me. People like that item?
Which of these two I personally like more? As a Kirby Air Ride fan, the Dragoon has some great value there, but I also do love Kid Icarus Uprising. And while the cool swoosh effect is awesome and gnarly and cool again, I have to say, big ass lasers are just more my thing, maybe? And the fact that you can move around with it.
That's true.
And pick it up again. Yeah, I think I'd put the Daybreak just barely higher personally, but it's really fair game either way. You know, that's the type of opinion that can flip flop.
You love the hammer, Alice? Me too.
The golden hammer and the hammer make the same tier, but the hammer is quite a few spots ahead. It feels pretty backwards, honestly. The golden hammer is just an upgrade, especially since you can hover with it, which, again, I went over in my series, so the people voting should have known that. Maybe the backfire of the hammerhead falling is more interesting to people than the squeaky hammer. I mean, okay, the point separation really isn't that big, but still worth showcasing. Also, here's where the generalized container item grouping is. Quite a bit higher than the sandbag.
Oh, the
which sort of
crates?
makes sense. This one toggle includes so many different items, including some of the best to do it, like the rolling crate. In that sense, this frankly deserves the highest possible tier, but whatever. And the Super Launch Star being all the way at the very top of the list is one I do agree.
Oh, I love the
It's
Launch
seriously
Star.
weird if the bumper is,
I love it.
especially
Like the
since it's
hammer.
sent to heaven with same-day
Hold on, I'm
shipping,
gonna use the
or where you get
bathroom.
that dopamine.
I do like the hammer because I mean the Launch Star because when they fly, when they get knocked out, they scream, right? Kind of like how Zelda makes that French siren. That's why I like the Launch Star so much. It's like they're just spinning up more. I love that. It makes me laugh. Oh, much better. Got that on my system. Oh, I'll have your too sweet for being so patient. So I don't remember most of these items. I do remember the honeycomb one, right, Zona? And the Launch Star you remembered, right? Lucas, you like that too? Yeah, but I'm back. How did I forget about the Launch Star? You used to love it too, Cam. I'm just surprised so many of you play this game. I'm impressed. Usually, I thought I'd be one of the very few. My favorite, I gotta be honest. So the one that looks like an eye, right? I don't know the name of it. The little club thing. Did you know when you use an item, you do take damage, but you don't fly or get knocked out? It's so broken. I need to do a tutorial because the item is so unique that when you here, if I could give it like a little tutorial here. So when you grab the item, right? It kind of like if you're playing baseball, you would press the A button and then forward the control stick. In the mine is damaged. You can see that's missing. Um, when you hold that in, unless you're getting grabbed or there is like a powerful assist trophy that would launch you, you could take a lot of damage and you don't get knocked out. It's such a. I need to put that the double S because it's so broken. I like using it. I'm Mr. Freezy. Mr. Freezy, I think. Yeah, I think that's the name. Yes, that's an A tier. I'm impressed. So you know what I'm talking about, Alice? Yeah, and thank you, Jackson. It means a lot.
Hitting those KOs to make up for it. You know me, I like combos, and this item is great for combos, so I also have this high up. Just wasn't sure how this would play out, but I'm fine with this. What I'm not fine with are the placements of the explosives here. Pardon the rant, or maybe that's why you're here in the first place. But what on earth is the X bomb doing here? Is it really that much better than all these other?
Not
explosives?
really.
I even showed how with just a
The X
tiny
bomb?
amount of control stick wiggling,
It's
you can render
okay.
this item effectively useless. I get that most people turning on items aren't going to be thinking about or deploying crazy tech, which does play.
Also, I love when he does this little dance with Samus. Sorry, because she's my main. My main. And look what she did. Damn it, these ads. At the 14-minute mark. Damn it! I gotta wait.
This is for a lot of things here, even though this isn't crazy tech. But still, man, it's just a fire pillar with a cross or X pattern. Visually kind of neat, sure, and I definitely don't dislike it by any means, but it is not better than these fellas, especially the motion sensor bomb.
Excuse
It's
me.
still
The motion
somewhat
sensor
high
bomb
on the list, but
sucks.
being real with you, this is a top 5 item for me.
I don't
get that
like
it's
it.
super simple, but in that simplicity, you can do an insane amount of stuff and has so much potential for funny interactions, cool skill expression, whatever. If I have items turned this is always one of them.
Excuse me.
So I'm genuinely so curious as to why people.
It's like she's doing like the Harlem Shake.
Based on the visuals or dopamine brain power. I don't know. Wait, then that also makes it weird how it's so much higher than the fake Smash Ball. I mean, that one's more
That's
effective
cute.
and way
Anyway.
cooler, right? Okay, I gotta say, I'm really looking forward to the comments on this video. In future popularity poll videos, which yes, I do plan on doing for other things, assuming this video doesn't tank, I'll be adding an optional paragraph slot to each selection, just so that I can maybe hear some explanations from people. For now, since I don't have that insight and I'm not yet capable of seeing into the future, the comments are just gonna be fascinating, dude. Either by people who filled out the poll or people just watching the aftermath like me. Anyways, the rest of the tier is kind of standard for me. Franklin Badge could have gone higher because I like how it reflects interactive items, and it's interesting to see the Ore Club being the second
Ore
highest
Club.
item. But yeah, let's just move on to the penultimate tier.
Oh.
Since we're nearing the top, I'm going to start revealing the results one at a time. I know I said I'd avoid padding, but come on, we need a little bit of pomp and circumstance. Starting out, the fan favorites tier is the Bullet Bill. A very
I agree with the
fun
Bullet
item with
Bill.
skill for
Absolutely.
plenty of room for neat combos or tech. You know, it's not super overwhelming, but it's definitely strong with how it can ignore shields and just be shot to the ground. Explosion, a fun one. I'm happy with that being high up. Next is the Screw Attack. This makes it the highest
Screw
rated
attack?
critical item. Out of the whole bunch, I can see how this one is.
Oh,
most
hey,
popular.
I'm sorry you got lost. You
Personally,
lost connection. We're just talking about Smash Ultimate items.
intuitive, while not directly brutal or chaotic, this makes for simple, fun combos. I think this is just another good showcasing of how important it is to be iconic and easy to use at casual levels. Like the Super Leaf is 2 whole tiers down.
You love the Bullet Bill, Grand?
It's not the most
Sucks you can't type the word bullet.
get the most out of it, you basically got to get a 9 to 5 at float cancel tech practice, which even I can't be bothered with. So yeah, Screw Attack is respectable. Next up is the Drill, followed closely by
The Drill?
2 shooting items that are really
And the
strong
banana.
and use some kind of
What?
item after being shot. They are so close together that the banana gun being ahead doesn't matter too much, though I personally say I enjoy the Drill a bit more. It just has a bit more potential tech with it.
Oh, it is a good item.
So I can see why people might prefer the banana gun, because it's a banana gun. And next is the Warp Star.
The Warp Star, I agree with.
Maybe it's in a similar boat to the Bullet Bill. It's technically just an explosive, but one that you pilot. I guess people just like becoming the explosive. Can't blame them. Also, here next up is a good entry. The Master Ball. Spoiler alert, its generic counterpart is not anywhere near it. I actually find this positioning to be fascinating. On the one hand, you might theorize that with stronger, bigger, epicer Pokemon spawning, that people would like this option more. But perhaps there's such a thing as too much power. This is definitely in line with my own opinions, but a lot of the legendaries have effects that, sure, are really strong, but aren't exactly fun. Just like with the motion sensor bomb, sometimes there's beauty in simplicity, especially in environments that are already so chaotic. So this is still really high up, but I can see why out of the 3 separate assist items, it's the lowest of the bunch. Speaking of simplistic beauty, the timer is actually tied with the Master Ball.
I love the
It's kind
timer.
of funny that this is so much higher than the other items that.
At least to an extent.
Debuff. I would have thought that people hated being slowed down a lot more, but man, the homebrewed combos you can pull out of thin air with this item are
That's
so
true.
nasty.
That's
It's funny,
true.
I see myself using this less frequently than you might think, but maybe I should change that. I don't know. I guess the combos done in real time always just felt more satisfying to me than these ones.
Oh,
but
cool
perhaps
stage
the
he
easy
built.
entry is what makes it so popular. Same with the Super Mushroom, which is just
The
very
Super
rare.
Mushroom,
It
yes.
seems for it to be 2 whole tiers above its poisonous counterpart, positivity bias or whatever. People like it when they become stronger, more so than when the opponent becomes weaker. And giant, gargantuan Giga players are just good. Maybe you're a Shulk main who likes covering the whole screen with down smash, or maybe you're playing as Hero and like to see an actual screen nuke from Magic Burst. That one's me, by the way. Speaking of nukes, the Bob Bomb is
Wow. Oh, the Bomb Bomb? I agree with that. Man, Hero's that broken? Oh my goodness. I know Hero's that broken. So this is how powerful he is.
graphics covering the whole screen with down smash, or maybe you're playing as Hero and like to see an actual screen nuke from Magic Burst. That one is neat, by the way. Speaking of nukes, the Power Bomb is right next up. As far as explosives go, this is probably as simple as you're gonna get. It's really strong.
Yeah, I love the bomb, especially when Palutena got knocked out by those in that match that I shared earlier. I didn't know Heroes that broken. So it's called the Warp Star, Richard, WARP. In Emma, the bullet bill is one of your favorites on the banana, really? So man, quite a few of you love the bullet bill like I do. Wait, I forgot what I said. It was adorable. I'm sorry. But wait, Paul, what did I say? What is adorable again? I forgot. Ugh, my if I forgot. The Super Mushroom one, though, you forgot the name was amazing, right? Yeah, that's the name. And Mason, and you remember how broken Hero was? I wish I could play Hero, but I had to get the darn DLC for it.
So, as far as explosives go, this is probably as simple as you're going to get. It's really strong, and now in this game, can even spike opponents with this dynamic.
Oh, you can
launcher.
spike
Plus,
them?
it's the choice of murder used in sudden death. It can even be pulled from Future Daisy's down
That's
special,
true.
same with all the previous games. So even in competitive spheres, it remains relevant to a degree. I mean, same for Mr. Saturn, but I guess it's still weak enough to not get more of a popularity boost from this. I really don't vibe with there being a huge discrepancy between this and the other explosives, but I've already groaned about that enough. Though I was really surprised that this wasn't the most popular explosive. As that goes to the smart bomb.
Oh, the
two
smart
items are still
bomb!
pretty close, granted, but I would not have guessed that people like this item to this extent. I have to wonder.
I like it in
anything
Brawl.
where the user does not get blown up by their own bomb to boost its popularity, or is it really just as simple as it being iconic? I definitely agree with that point. Even if I think mechanically it's a bit on the weaker end, it's perhaps one of the most striking explosions of the game. Given that most people playing with items on have them all on, I can see how this specific explosion will stand out the most from the rest on a more fundamental level. I mean, I was the same way when I played Brawl as a kid. Seeing this explosion was just a pretty easy way to activate the neurons, I guess. It's also funny that this is popular given how many people were surprised that this item had a dud variant. Oh, I think we got some fans. I think we got some fake Smart Bomb fans. Or that's just my shorts comments during my audience perception. Anyways, we're nearing the end of this tier, with the assist trophy sitting at a
The assist trophy, WWS for me.
It's inherently popular due to its diversity, and rightfully so, but a lot of assist trophies have effects that perhaps aren't the most interesting to players.
The dog,
All are like
Nintendogs.
but even from my own perspective, I like these less than their Pokemon counterparts when viewed as a whole. Plus, while it gets a good variety of series representation, that also means there's a lot of reps that people probably just don't even know about, so there is that to consider too. Still deserves a high placement due to how involved it is, but I agree with it being the lesser of the assist items. And personally, I frequently keep this one turned off even. That being said, who knows how well this section will age? I still have yet to do my series talking about each individual assist trophy or Pokeball. So maybe
Let's
once we all
see.
learn a
The
lot
best
more about
assist trophies, in my opinion, the Moon, obviously. Ashley, that girl that draws those cool, like the dinosaur, and then that Smash Ball, even the fake one. That doctor from Mega Man Zero. Shadow Knuckles. Let's see. The Texan Cowboy, the 8-bit Texan Cowboy, Jeff. My name is Jeff. Waluigi. Hairbro's not too bad. I love the chain chop, and that's about it. Actually, I like a lot of the. No wait, I'm not done. I like a lot of the assist trophies. That Dragon, Lyn, the Black Knight, because I did play Fire Emblem before. Bomberman, Pac-Man. And there is a lot of good assist trophies. Gray Fox, Something Knight, the Fly Swat. Damn it, these are a lot of good assist trophies. Crystal, Midna. The only ones I don't like. Okay, not good jealous that. Damn it, there are some good assist trophies. Darn it. The one else I don't like is that one that make the stage dark. He's the worst. The bunny one, not really. Actually, Nintendogs is the worst. Starfy kind of sucks. Man, there's not that many bad ones. Oh wow, I like a lot of good ones here. Man, I'm not that man. A lot of these assists. No wonder I have the item on. I see. That's interesting. Damn it, there's a lot of good assist trophies. The Inklings, because they make the stage small. And since I play as Samus, it's easier to knock them out with the screw attack move. So, man, there's a lot of good ones. There's not many bad ones. Yeah, Bra had a lot of bad ones. Oh yeah, the devil. Like, damn, he should be in there. I don't see that devil assist trophy unless they took him out. Oh, they probably did. Well, good riddance. I'm not a fan of it. Yet again, I don't like that Majora's Mask. That might be on par with the worst. And there's a lot of good assist trophies. Yeah, you forgot Jerry. Yeah, he's been in there since the beginning, if I remembered. Yeah, you don't like that one, Daniel? And most of them are very good, but there are a few don't like. Right? Yeah, Pong is pretty good. Ice Pick is not bad actually. The arms guy, he's pretty good too. My favorite would have to be the moon, obviously. Plus, it gives you so much damage. Not to mention when they fly off the stage, it makes me laugh. I just also got an hour left. All right, let me speed this up.
Think we might appreciate them more, or even less. For now, though, it being really high tier, talking about each individual assist trophy or Pokeball. So maybe once we've all, we might appreciate them more, or even less. For now, though, it being really high tier, which is barely not top five, works for me. Speaking of top five, let's end off this tier with the fifth most popular item, that being the Pitfall.
I love the Pitfall.
My bias in my item trivia
The
series
little
because
exclamation mark.
people disagree, but this
I
item
love that.
I seriously
Let me
can't imagine
explain.
playing with items
So the Pitfall, that item, oh, it's so good. The reason I'm saying this is because in that stage, I need to show it on the live stream shortly. If you have those flat floors, right, that you can go under and over, oh, that kind of rhymes. They could get knocked out really fast. It's if someone would punch you underneath the ground. It's such a good item. Not for the dick stages though, my opinion, but for the dim, it's really helpful, especially custom stages. Yes.
not having this. The very effect is easy enough to benefit from that anyone likes it.
Also, I like how they're just stuck on the ground. It makes it funny. It says all of you like Plants vs Zombies, right? It kind of reminds me of that.
It's simplest because by burying someone, it lets you use your strongest move on them, which always feels good.
Yeah,
still has
it
lots of
does.
complex applications that you can open up your mind, and this is coming from experience as someone who used to do item combos for their main form of content creation. This item is awesome for that stuff. Also, given that background is frankly around this placement that the motion sensor bomb deserves to be at. Okay, fine, I'll stop crying about that one. Yeah, I love the Pitfall, and it's a shame it was just barely short of the 4 point barrier.
Four
My
items
heart is
left.
Basically SS tier, anyways. Speaking of which,
So, oh, Bronny, you don't know about that? So, you two, okay. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a Smash game, right? Kind of like the one that we're reviewing right now, but for the Wii. It came out in 2008 because I remember my mother bought it for me 2 weeks after its release. It's just an older model, right? Or version. And they even have a story mode, and then you could collect trophies and stickers. Trophies, this is basically for collections, and the stickers are supposed to basically help you be a stronger fighter. I never used it, and I'm not the only one that never used those stickers in Brawl because I knew that you could use them. I thought it's just to collect, right? It's your favorite Violet, and you like the Pac-Man one, Grand, right? And oh yeah, the Pac-Man. It's just trophy. I'm sorry, I'm a little blank here. You love Alex, you played it too. Really, I'm impressed. And I remember this one, but I remember having trouble pronouncing it for some reason. You mean, oh, Jimmy, Pitfall, right? Like this, like armpit, and then fall. I think that's how it's pronounced.
checking out the tippiest TikTok tier, and the fourth most popular item is the Pokeball. Yes, after bringing it up,
The
more than
Pokeball,
once, we
obviously.
finally reached it. I mean, how can it not be this high with how many iconic characters it has with such a good variety of effects on the match? Again, I really do think they're more fun overall than assist trophies, and it seems I'm not exactly alone on that. Or maybe people just like Pokemon more in general.
I just wish that you're allowed to use more than 3 Pokeballs because I remember when I played Melee. Oh my goodness, you could have up to I think 8 of them. It makes a mess. And oh man, I miss Melee. Kinda.
Starting out the tibia's tip-top tier, and the fourth most popular item is the Pokeball. Yes, after bringing it up multiple times,
You know the Pokemon Hater? That's awesome. And Ball is your favorite?
High with how many iconic characters it has, with such a good variety of effects on the match. Again, I really do think they're more fun overall than.
I didn't know Hero could change his size. That's interesting. Plus, he's kind of cute looking. He reminds me of Goku for some reason. Anyway,
I really am excited to start my series looking over the two items, by the way. I can't remember if I've already announced this, but I'll be starting with the Assist trophies and then getting into the Pokemon, just because it felt like it would make the most sense. But yeah, the selection of Pokemon here have a good range of uses, with a lot of them being simple and not too obstructive. It's good stuff. Now, getting into the top three, the third most popular item in the game was the Beast Ball. This is
the
another placement
baseball?
I'm pretty happy about, and it's especially cool given how this is one of the new items to Smash Ultimate. Not to sound like a shattered and dilapidated record, but man, simplicity just wins over. You throw a ball.
I never tried the baseball one because it teleports. Why did I not try it? I feel bad.
It appears to the opponent and they get launched. That's all you need.
Oh, that's
Throw it,
neat.
cool things, bam. Yeah, no notes. Y'all got good taste to know that this is one of the best items. And fitting that theme is second place with the home run bat. Perhaps one of the strongest items in the game.
Yes.
But also among the most iconic.
I love the home
I
run
mean, there's a
bat.
whole game around
Yes.
it. And the sandbag too, but I guess no one cares. But I mean, really, even if that wasn't there, who doesn't love an ultra powerful tag? I know I do. Plus, it's still really strong as a throwing item.
It's true, it
It's
is.
a reflector. If you've seen my broken tag with it, you know how.
That's true. The home run bat, you could reflect projectiles. I love the home run bat. The reason why, because I have screenshots of it, right? It can make the background turn blue and black. Did I say blood almost? It's a good item. And I love that noise it makes. That err! It's so dramatic. S plus plus, am I right? Yeah, you remember the baseball one, and Emma, I'm surprised you like it. And the Pokemon one was pretty good, right, Lucas? I remember the Pokeballs. You can only have 8 of them. Yeah, it just sucks that they're down to 3 though. I wish you could have more.
Reasonable that feature is. But really, it's probably in part because of just how iconic.
All right, so the
When you
best
compare it to
item.
Smash Ultimate, there's a handful that would probably pop into mind, and this has to be near the top of that list for almost everyone who's played the game. Though the number one spot is probably the most obvious. Yep, the highest item on this list by a decent margin, and the most popular item in the game is the Smash Ball. I was almost hoping that the home run bat would beat it out.
The Smash Ball being the best, of course.
But no, the obvious answer is the right one. Now, not to take away from the spotlight or anything, but I'm going to be very real. I don't care for final smashes in this game, which is something I've made abundantly clear.
What?
I think they're almost all bland and just waste time. And because of that, whenever I play with items on, I kind of just don't turn on the Smash Ball. Like,
Really?
I think they were way better in Brawl. And even in Smash 4, they were mostly cool. But this game just kind of made me not care for them that much. But
Interesting.
that hot take opinion, I cannot argue with the rest.
The thing is, the Smash Ball and Brawl, it was okay. For Peach, it was great because you got those little tiny peaches. Luigi, it was okay. Zelda and Sheik, they shared the same thing. Pitts was terrible. Pitt, he just calls his Angel Man. That's it. I'm surprised he thinks that Brawl is better. No, I mean, I don't blame him for that. Because Brawl is nostalgic. It's just that it aged. The game is almost 20 years old, which is hard to believe. Half my lifetime. But Ultimate is better because let's see, Zelda, she has that Triforce. She can move really fast. You know, you're gonna risk getting knocked out. I'm just glad Samus was still the same, but it's a little bit more powerful now. Donkey Kong, they could have left it the same, but it's better than Brawl. For sure. Interesting. You love the Smash Ball? Why won't it won't let you say ball? What the hell? I'm gonna keep that in mind, Justin and Alice. Why won't it allow you to say ball? Well, that's just stupid. What is up with YouTube? I don't even have that word censored. YouTube is wacky for that. But they allow inappropriate pranksters on YouTube. Hilarious. Um, you like the Smash Ball, Liam? I don't remember that one, even though it's one of the strongest ones, right? You like the Smash Ball a lot, Lucas? That's awesome. Smash Ball. Yeah, good video.
Something being more popular than this. The item that's so iconic and built into the core of the game that you think it was around from the very start and not just introduced in Brawl. A mechanic so beloved they made a non-item variant of it, which is just a normal mechanic in other fighting games, but still. So yeah, going from a ball that everyone hates to a ball that everyone loves. I guess that's just life for you. Here's the full list for anyone who wants to get a good gainer at the whole thing.
This is a good list, though. I do agree with that mushroom. Ugh. That doesn't even work on CPUs. The one that reverses your controller, yeah, that one sucks. The lipstick, I'm surprised it's that low. Well, you know what? A C, that's fair. I didn't know there were that many items. Golly, there were that many? Wow, I didn't knew that. The power block didn't really do much. The chicken, you know what? The chicken one, huh? For C, interesting. I kind of want to put the chicken because I like chicken. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see. We'll probably put that on A. Okay, a high B because it's on a low C. It kind of is laughable when they get hit. It does that noise repeatedly. Not to mention it can knock you out pretty easily, and you can get a little damage. I'm surprised you put the chicken one so low. That shield, that weird shield that looks purple, that's a D. That's not that good of an item. And Jimmy's my pleasure. He didn't like the mushroom one either, Ben. I don't blame you. Oh yeah, it's definitely way better than a bumper for sure, Solar. And Violet, the Smash Ball is the S tier. Sucks off you can't say that word. I'm gonna keep this in mind. You like the chicken one too, Isabella? This was a good video.
So I've honestly been talking about it enough. So additionally, here's this. It's my own personal tier list of items.
Oh, this is his own. I'm surprised he doesn't like the recovery items. That's like the best part of the game, though. And I don't even play matches that long. Only 10 minutes each. I'm kind of shocked. That's his list. I'm impressed. So, this is his list, right? I'm surprised he likes the bumper one that much. He likes that rocket? Yeah, he definitely plays way different than I do. I'm surprised he likes the Mr. Saturn. Let's see, again, let's see. He put the little cute S flag on the bottom. I use that. The recovery items, I use them all the way through. Let's see. Man, his is almost like the opposite for mine. Kinda. That is really, man, he put the assist trophy master ball only at 3? Occasionally, I use maybe match, though. The metal box and then the aura club and the timer. Wow, his is almost opposite of mine. I want to show my list, but of course that means I'm gonna have to exit out of YouTube. I'm kind of shocked. So the chicken one he doesn't like. So then let's see, the chicken one, the food, the hard container, the Mexican tomato. Wow, I put them in the very top of on my list. The bomber, though, I do have to agree with him. I have it always on, but 4 though. So almost the same as me. The bullet bill, the Pokeball, the soccer ball. So kind of close. Oh, you like the sandbag? Well, that's nice. The super mushroom on 4 stars. Well, that's goody. I do like how you put the bomb on my 5, including the crate and the pitiful and the hammer. Oh, I forgot it was touchscreen at first. So let me show mine very quick. So this is what I have on, or most of the time. I have quite a few on. So both the decoy, yeah, actually the explosion one, it depends. Yet again, since I have the food on, so that might be a 3 for me. The lightning one, probably like a 3. I forgot I had the timer on. Okay, you know, I'll take it back. The timer, it depends on my mood. It'll be a 3. But the ones that you see are normally off, I don't really care for those. Because I like to play pretty cheap and quick. So that makes total sense. You know, I thank you, Violet, honestly. I know this is so random, but it's kind of nice that, yeah, Alice is so Alice, yeah. So, Devin, the recovery items are like, how can I explain this? They're basically the food that you see there that don't have turned on, the Maximum tomato that has that letter M on it, and then there is a heart container that you see here, and then there's a couple others. Those ones I don't really care as much though, right? Those are the strongest, the heart container and the heart container, yes. And the Maximum tomato, recovers 50% of your health or your damage, they say. And then the heart container is 100, right? And I only have the ratio on 1.2, which means the matches are pretty balanced. So yeah, let's just say Smash Ultimate is really customized. It actually makes sense. Wait, really, Jackson? My list is similar to yours? Interesting. Aiden? Seriously? What? And Lucas, you like the soccer one? Me too. Yeah, you have that on. I don't have the baseball. You know what? I might turn it on because I knew that's what it means. And yeah, it's in French. Even though I can't really read French that well yet, but I like playing in this version. That's interesting. And you know what? I'll share something really short. I need to change the music. Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about the sample stages. Um, I'm not sure which background. Oh, the Sky one because of the training mode music. And then I could give an example. So this is how small you can play. Well, at least from my knowledge, I think you could play Sieges much smaller, but this is the funnest way to do it. I like to call it a sample. A sample means this is a flat playing stage. Really, really well, the easiest stage that one can ever build. Yeah, I'll add Bayonetta in there. Oh, Little Mac. And I'll add the Ice Crumbers because I think they will look funny. You know what? I'll add Captain Falcon in there. Alright. Oh, I see the French flag! It's my pleasure, Alice. You're a sweetheart for saying that. Ah! I love how she just screams like that. Wait, does Zelda just make 2 morning noise? Oh, that's 3. See, it's been barely 10 seconds, and one of them got knocked out already. Oh, sorry. Something's on my screen. Thank you, Emma. Multi-miss. That lawn star, darn it. Oh! That's why I like it so much. Oh, look, speaking of the moon! That's why I like that assist trophy, darn it. And I just love the moon. So, see, that's why. That's why. Team Sonic, Isabella? That's a decoy. Oh, never mind. Ludomac is down to 5 already. It's only been a minute and a half. You let this, Jimmy? I'm glad. She's out. What is he saying? I like popcorn. What? Why does this? It's like she's saying all aboard. I don't know why. And the way that they get knocked out is like popcorn to me. When they get enough damage. Oh, crud. You want to get in there. It just looks the quality is so bad. Oh, there's that little jibbit item. Oh, it fell. The little wind thing, and then Peach fell out because she's holding the hammer. And then now that flinchling Pokemon came out. Team Zana, Joseph? You hope Peach wins, Paul? And Dumbbell? Oh, wait, hold on. I love that. You gotta pause it the exact second so you can see their little fitting animations before they get ran over. And Dumbo, I believe this came out in late 2018. I think in December. It's like she's saying all aboard. And why does it sound like an elephant where that monster is? No, just that pitfall. There it is. Nope. I love that because there's nowhere for them to stand. Oh, there's a jibba. I like to call it that because his legs curl. You're gonna scream again. Damn it. So, Little Mac lost. Bayonetta's gonna lose. Ice Cummers are gonna lose. Alright, this is taking a little longer than I thought. That's a fake smash ball. Oh, wait, never mind. It looks like it, but it's not. Yeah, you love the screen solar? Well, Peach didn't got a chance to use it. She's gone. Oh, there's the chickens! Oh, sorry. It became unresponsive. It looks like it sounds like you say good luck. I don't know why. This is French, not English. Alright, so it's just Sonic, Zoda, and Pokemon Trainer at this point. So Devin said Team Zoda, Amelia says Team Sonic. I think Pokemon Trainer may win. I'll take it back. They're not. Well, beware. Huh, maybe Zona may win. No. Yep, Zona won, looks like. So Zelda, I think you're gonna win here. Yep, I was right. And she has 2 stock again. I'll do one more. And then the rest up for tonight. Oh no. Hold on. I'll be back. I think that's right. My berries died. One of my brother has an extra pair. Wow, right when the game ended, my berries died. Hold on. All right, thank you, John. Because I know it's getting late, so I can do one more. I got new batteries. I hope the Buddha will last me for a while. Yep, Zelda one, Joseph. It's so cold all of a sudden. All of you are really sweet for waiting. So very quick, I just looked this up, right? Or my brother had this. This is our country, our states. And the thing is, I'm guessing this car wash is only in 4 states. It's named Wasteway. I don't know where the hell that is. I didn't know that we're one the only 4 states in the country that has a car wash. I could look that up. So my state, one of my states is in the red that you see here. It looks like the Chinese colors. The little you see this, even though it's not small. That's my state, and then the 2 right next to each other, that's California, Nevada, and then that big one there, that's Texas. And then you see this little one, or not little, but right above that one looks like a dick. That's where Dumbo State is, and then the one above to it, that is where Lauren is. And then Haley, the one right next to Dumbo State, and then Mason, he's right here. Right? Well, that's his state. My mother's state's in a heartbeat of the country. And then, let's see, for Alice, she lives here. My mother's boyfriend lives there. Well, was from there, New Jersey. And then where Mark is, that's where New York is. Yeah, my brother's a little bit shocked because he asked they don't have maps. Well, it's just like for us Americans, we don't have maps of what Australia looks like. You know, we do have them, but we just don't study on it. So yeah, you see Waveship before, Lauren? Yeah, it's only here in the 4 states. I hope I covered all the states. I probably missed one. Oh, Brownie, I'm sorry. Right. I keep because you come here late. So Brownie State, it's tiny, right? Right next to well, not really, literally. It looks like a crack, right? Okay, where the light is shining, right in the edge. You see the little one that it looks like a sideways triangle. That's her state, right? It's really tiny. And then Brian, he lives right next to Alice, which is really interesting. So yeah, that's our country. Whatever, whatever. But yeah, because I know so many are asking where is Arizona that I could just share with you because I don't have. I used to have a globe. I don't know what happened to it. Plus, it'd be difficult to share in the stream anyway. So yeah, we have 50 states. Oh, not including Alaska and Hawaii, which somehow are not on here. They do exist. They're just not on the map. I don't know why. I'll give it back to Pepper because I know he needs to use that if he wants to get a car wash. I do want to share one more stage. Oh, I know. This will be pretty funny. Perfect. And Violet, it's my pleasure. And Lucas, that's correct. We have 50. I forgot to mention. Wait, who won? Zelda won, right? Okay, I'll switch her out. Alaska and Hawaii aren't on there because they're outside of the US. They're not territories, they are states. I know it may be a little confusing. But Alaska is our biggest state. Hawaii is one of the smaller ones, but it's the middle of the Pacific. That actually helps. You know what? I'm going to have Luigi in here. This seems pretty good. Also, I'll make Bayonetta a different color. That dragon, for some reason, her changes the attack. And Zora, that's correct. It's an island state, yes. In our only island state, to believe it or not. And I think Violet will like this. I got it reversed. I had the color reversed. I don't know why I added environmental noises, but this is a fun stage that I could show off. And the thing froze. Okay, sorry about that. No. It's a territory, Devin. I'm sorry. Yep, like what Bronny said, because she's Puerto Rican. Yeah, but I like it. So I have the cars reversed, Miss Goosey. I gotta change that later. Oh, damn it! Oh, que cosa? Sorry. This. Oh no! It died. Oh, my mistake. I got carried away. Oh, it's charging right now. But yeah, that's the Italian flag, but the colors are reversed. Because the thing is, I get it mixed up with the Mexican flag. I do not know why. They are almost the same. It's just that Mexico, they have the eagle eating the snake. And Italian, it's just a plain tricolor, like similar to the French flag. Crap. Well, thank you, son. That means a lot. And Liam, it's my pleasure. I'll share it later before most of you had to go to bed. So I'll just have to wait a few minutes. What can I look up right now? Huh. How Super Paper Mario was beat without flipping to 3D? Oh, I gotta see this. It's by a YouTuber named Press A Plus. I've watched his videos before. He did a Superman Sunshine video of it.
Super Paper Mario is probably one of the most unique Mario games ever created. From its weird characters,
Press A, sorry.
Dark story, Super Paper
Mario is different from other Mario games, and it doesn't care who knows it. But there is one mechanic in this game that is especially unique. A mechanic that, when I first saw it way back in 2007, literally blew my mind. This game is almost 20 years old. Dear God. The mechanic
Man, that
I was
long?
talking about is Mario's ability to flip to three. With the press of an A button, or a press A, if you will, the player can change Mario's 2D environment to one that is fully.
It's
3D.
so
This is
odd.
used to solve puzzles, find secrets, and
I wasn't even a teenager yet. "2007. The Wii was barely out back then. And I played it a year after its release. Damn it. It's been that long? Oh my Buddha. Isn't it weird? 18 years ago. I'm trying to. Your internet got disconnected, Dumbo? Oh, I hate when that happens. And Lauren, I'm sorry, hon. This was uploaded 8 hours ago. I'm not gonna show the whole thing. Oh wow, it's long. All of you will be asleep. It's an hour long. So I'm gonna watch this during my free time. And Dumbo, you didn't miss much. And Jimmy, it was uploaded in 2007. I mean, not uploaded. Super Paper Mario was released in 2007. It's kind of weird because the Dynasty of Door was 2004. It's just that the Wii, I'm expected to not be as old, even though it's 3 years apart. I know, isn't it weird, Lucas? I mean, I was 12. Damn it. I remember when I get home from school, I would basically immediately just get in my mother's, because she would watch TV downstairs, and I would play it in her living room, her bedroom, and I would play it for, I don't know, a few hours a day after I get my homework done. I think the chapter that I struggle, I'm getting flashbacks. The chapter that I struggle with is chapter 2. Oh, I did not like that chapter because I didn't know there was a code that you gotta basically play for hours and hours and hours. Oh my, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. Damn it. Yeah, that's right. I think, come to think of it, I think you could play with a GameCube controller. I'm trying to. Wait, did I play with a GameCube controller? Or is that Smash Bros? No, it's only remote compatible. Okay. I think.
It is the most mechanic in the game, and one that Super Paper Mario is completely built on. But what if I told you you could almost beat this game without doing it at all? That wouldn't even seem possible, right? This game is so long, and there are so many times where you need to flip the
In a good way. I'll play this for 4 minutes and then I want to shut that stage.
to bypass an obstacle or complete a puzzle. How in the world could you even come close to beating it without flipping to 3D? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to find out. Because what I have in store for you today is something truly
What the?
insane. With the help of Moonrise and the Super Paper Mario speedrunning Discord, I am here today to show you the world's first minimum flips to 3D
What?
Super Paper Mario. I really hope you enjoy.
So basically breaking the game.
If you think Super Paper Mario has the best story out of every Mario game,
Well. Hmm. The Dazzy Door does. I'm sorry. They're all great, but I like the Dazzy Door the most. I still love this game now.
please
Ah.
like this video. Thank you.
I'm still gonna give it a like.
One thing I should explain before we get started is that a full run of this minimum flips to 3D category has never actually been.
And I just subscribe.
Mostly because there's no one insane enough to try. It has multiple insanely hard tricks, and some that take multiple hours to pull off. And by multiple hours, I mean like 10. So instead of this being
10 hours?
run, it's basically going to be multiple clips stitched together to show what a theoretical
What?
flips run would look like. I essentially went through the entire game and counted.
Yeah, Richard, I wish you did too. They're really good games. They are. And Graham, pretty much, see, Honestly, you love the Desert Door, Amelia? Same here. And yeah, it is crazy, eh? 18 years ago. And you struggle with chapter 2 as well, Devin? It was bloody hard because of that damn cunt, Mimi. You know? Oh my Buddha. I think you could play the Geico controller. I don't remember. I think I can look it up.
Then Moonrise just kind of showed me ways to skip the vast majority of them. And let me tell you, there are a lot of them. Flips to 3D, I mean. After going through the entire...
I'm gonna have to watch this after all of you go to bed. Because it's long. And I'm kind of interested.
There were 151 mandatory flips of 3D needed to beat Super Paper Mario. But how did I determine which flips were mandatory and which flips weren't? You would think it would be easy, but it was actually surprisingly difficult. Situations like this, where you need to flip the 3D to enter a 3D door, are obviously mandatory. But what about a situation like this in Chapter 5, where you're supposed to flip the 3D to learn these blocks are breakable with touch? Technically, you can break them well in 2D, but is a casual player going to know that without flipping to 3D? I don't know. Maybe. It's kind of a gray area, though. Ultimately, I decided if a player could reasonably figure out a puzzle or progress without flipping to 3D, then I wouldn't count it. I really wanted to focus on flips that were absolutely mandatory for progression, so that's what I did. Now, with that being said, let's hop into the run. So, believe it or not, guys, I have a wife. I know, it's crazy, right? One of the things my amazing wife does is cook all the meals in the house. But if she's gone and I have to fend for myself, it's usually a problem.
So that's what he looks
where
like?
laughter comes in.
Yeah, it's those little ads. I don't mind. I feel bad skipping over it. Because this is going to make me hungry, so I'm sorry.
It's gonna get really
I had to
crazy.
skip.
I mean,
All right.
it's gonna get really crazy right away. Because literally, the first thing we have to do before we do anything else is completely play a 100 trials. If you didn't know,
Classic.
the 100 trials is a 100 floor gauntlet with increasingly tough enemies, a brutal final boss, and
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
at any
It got
point
blocked,
when you're
Liam?
stuck down there,
And Paul, it's
you'll
my
start
pleasure. And
completely
Ben, yes.
even though you can activate
And Joseph, what question do you want to ask me? 10 hours that someone basically had to do without playing the game in 3D because it's supposed to be an ability that Morrow has. So that's why. Did I play Sunshine? Yes, I have. I did play that. I played N64. I played Galaxy 1 and 2, and even Odyssey. That basically helps, Joseph. Sorry, it's charging still, but I just shut this off. I love that. So now we got a half hour left. Just you love Sunshine, but that's awesome. Love that. Damn it, Captain Falcon. So the thing is, in this stage, right? Speaking of broken games, this isn't broken. You see this little, you see these smears. Those are winds, and they're being forced to be in the middle of the stage. And then I put this block here on purpose, which basically causes more damage. And I like watching this every now and then. I see that, Violet. I see that. The little cute Italian flag, and it makes it fun that way. I need to change the colors, or I need to reflip it. Up. Ah! Okay, hold on. Now let me do a trick. Actually, not if you can see it. So when you have shadow, right? I can't do it because my controller is something up. The thing is, when the screen freezes, oh crap! Is this normal? What the? I don't remember the stage looking like this. Did I break the camera? Okay, no, I didn't. So, okay, I can't really describe it. A lot of for my Smash Ultimate gamers, there's something you don't know about Ultimate. Here's like a little. It's not a lore, but a little secret. If you people don't know about this for some reason, I have a screenshot as proof. But also, I don't know how the Italian flag is so out of reach. Yeah, I'm gonna try something up. That's why you see the yellow lines, because that's the maximum point. When you see them being knocked out or hit, they usually make a weird face expression. That's not a glitch. At least I don't think so. I can't really share it here. But that's what happens when Shadow uses his chaos control. They do have an extra face expression. I don't know if any of you know that. Depending on the attack or whatever, they do make an expression. I'll have to show that later. But they do that. I'm just thinking, why does this happen? But the thing is, since I'm playing at a custom stage, I can't zoom in too close. But I thought all of you know. You didn't notice that, Lucas? Yeah, me too, Aiden. And thank you, Alex. Honestly. Oh, Alice. I almost called you Alex. It's proceedable. I definitely need to make more stages for sure. And Jimmy, you noticed that? Hmm. And by the way, Bayonetta, you see that? It turns white if you choose that outfit of hers. I discovered that. Oh no, not him. Oh no. Arceus. They usually would get knocked off the stage when it happens. I love when Bayonetta screams. Darn it. So let me show another stage. Hold on. I'm going to quit this. Also, I do like how it sucks that you can't earn coins or whatever. There is this stage I like. Hold on. That I built. It's another flag. You may not actually. It may be a little dark. I'm just gonna show maybe a minute of it, and then I'll stop here for the night so that I can talk to all of you before you gotta go to bed. The same characters as usual. It's a little dark, but hope to Buddha that all you will be able to see that, because I like this flag that I built or easily built. It's a European flag. I think Daniel may like it. Oh, the music sounds Belgium. It's a Paper Mario theme. Oh shit! I didn't meant to. So think about the mini flag, but it's vertical, right? Plus, they get knocked out pretty fast on here, like the Irish one. So Liam, it's not the French flag. Think about the sideways, like think about the Germany flag, but sideways. Kinda. Oh man. I'm sorry. Skirtle, every time it sounds like you're saying Caterpie. Damn it, I never get tired of that. Yep, Belgium. Belgium. I love when Peach gets up. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of knockouts. All that confetti. All of that confetti. My goodness. So, Mark, Belgium is in. It's a. It's in Western Europe. It's right next to the Netherlands. It's a little small, and they speak French and Dutch there, and a little German and Flemish. Sadly, they're known for being having the most dangerous country in Europe. So I've heard Brussels. Yeah, Paul, that's Belgium. It's 8-9 right now. Yeah, Gabriel, I see it. I love being at a screen. All right, let me put this on pause. I'm gonna. All right, very quick because I know it's getting late, right? I do want to show up with those prank channels, but I'll do that tomorrow. The ones I don't like. What stage? I'm not gonna tell any of you what it is. What stage do you think I'm gonna be building? It's another simple. Excuse me. It's a simple. It's gonna be a simple stage. The thing is, I'm gonna have to delete not the flag. So I'm gonna delete a stage I don't care about. It's not gonna take long. In fact, this part could take me a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna have to draw away a stage here, and the controller's acting up. What stage should I get rid of? Or remodel? Oh, these are from 2022? No wonder they want to get rid of them. Let's see. I need to redo the Italian flag because that's an error. Oh, that simple stage? I don't care about that. Well, but the background, that's the problem. Oh, right, right. Oh, I didn't thought about that through. Oh. Oh, I do like how I made that during COVID and it's 0000. Interesting. Why did I made some of these stages? Oh, I'll show that one off tomorrow. That one's a secret. I forgot I even built that stage. Oh, the Serious theme from The Legend of Zelda, the Triforce. I could just make another one. I don't like the theme song though. I kind of got tired of it. You know what? I'm gonna have to delete it. I could always make another one. I had to let it go. So this won't take long. What background? Not the space one because it'll be hard to see. What will be a good background for this? Damn it. I didn't thought about this through. I might need to do another building one. Oh, no. I think you know doing this, you could use that. What music would this be good for? Tropical? No. Oh, let's see. It's 8:12. I gotta hurry up. No, Duck Hunt's not gonna do. Oh, damn it. Oh, Fire Emblem's a good choice for this. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, I got a good one. But which one do I want to add? Oh, you know what? That's right, because they've been through a lot. You know what? This randomly. Oh, I love this music. I haven't heard this. Crimea Army Story that does some Fire Emblem. Perfect. Oh, this is a perfect fit. All right, I got just the stage. What was the flag again? Okay. How I'm gonna build this? I haven't done this in so long. Okay. Let's see. I need the. I need the graph so I can measure here. I need. No, I'm not using. Am I using blocks? No, actually, not, for now you don't have to use them. Let's see. It needs to be rectangular shape. All right, and then I'll add that color in there, and then maybe another color. I'm not sure yet. Is this big enough? Oh, goody goody. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is cute. I think this will work. I think these blocks could work. Damn it. I think I need to raise it up a little bit more. I think I need, because this is a small stage. I want to make sure be up enough. Damn it, my controller's something up. Oh, perfect. All right. Stage has been done. I'm not kidding, that quick. Let me type it in. This is like a test. Stage number 104. I made 104 of these. Oh, wait. I'm not going to be able to fit the name in here because I want to add the word flag in it. Wait. Oh, actually, Dan, I think it worked. Yes, it would work. And I'll add an exclamation mark. Perfect. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. All right, done. So, yep, it's a country flag. I don't think it's tropical. No, it can be European. All right. So this is very quick, right? Because I know I've got to go to bed. What, 15 minutes for that? Oh, technically 20 minutes. All right. This won't take long. What the? Come on. Hello. So... Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm thinking, why is my Nintendo's controller not working? All right. Here. Wait, let me set them up first. And there will be their number of colors. Let's see. I haven't had him in a long time. And then him as well. And then I'll add Peach in there. All right, goody goody. I guess I could. Nah, I'll take Pit out. Meta Knight hasn't been in there for a while. I still have the Pokemon trainer. I can't help it. The female will be fine, and then. Okay. Actually, I want to bring Robin. The female Robin. All right, perfect. So here's the flag. Oh, I got blocked. I'm sorry. Darn it. All right. Wait. All right. I want it. What flag do you think it is? You saw that first stripe, right? I'll play this for 2 minutes. Or a minute, maybe. Yeah. I'm just too lazy to add a background. Because I know it's a little late. I wish I could do a Canadian one, but that'd be too hard for me. Because I don't know how to do the little points. So at least I gotta learn it for someone. Actually, this looks kind of cool, to be honest. It makes sense because it's surrounded by the ocean, right? So this is perfect. I see the flags fall. And I like how you can't see the inklings. One of my favorite assist trophies. Because the thing is, since Indonesia's are pretty royal, I had to add Fire Emblem music. Poland? Oh, Brownie. Yeah, because they look the same, don't they? Don't they? So I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I think the cars are flipped, yes. Yeah, they are flipped. My stupid brain dot right, Mark? It does look like it, doesn't it? I was kind of thinking of Poland. It's my pleasure, Emma. It's so weird because even those two colors, it's still a good. It's still a great flag. I'll end you. I should have done this earlier. And Bonnie, I see it. Yeah, see the Poland one is it's like a cherry red and it's a little thinner. It's kind of weird. Oh, look at that! Look! What the hell? What the? You asked for Poland. Isn't that a coincidence? All of you asked for. Oh, or I think it's Monaco.